Hey everyone, welcome. Merry Christmas to you all. Thanks very much. It was a really lovely Christmas. Just had dinner with some new friends, and yeah, honestly, I was very prepared to spend Christmas by myself. Being a new city, I didn't know anyone, but it's been 3 weeks, and I was able to have dinner with some friends, and yeah, so it was. I know the word blessed gets maybe thrown around a bit too much, or maybe I don't know, I feel very blessed, and I say that and mean that. But yeah, hope you all had a great Christmas. There was no snow. It's actually been quite warm here, around 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but so there's no snow, and I think the US. I'm sure many of you are from the US watching. It's way worse over there. Like, that is insane. I watched some of the videos where like parked cars would just start sliding from the ice. Like, that is nuts. You probably would only get that, I don't know, in Europe, like, oh, actually I don't know, maybe Sweden, maybe, I'm sure Russia gets cold, Siberia I think, but yeah. Hey, thanks very much. So the Shred collaboration's out. Go and check that out. I'm at the very last part. You actually made a few friends, just cafes, just made friends. I really love Berlin, that it's, and not every city is like this, but Berlin is like a mirror. So if you put good vibes out, you get good vibes back. Some cities you can put good vibes out and you get nothing back. And there's probably cities where maybe you can give off bad vibes and you still get good vibes. I don't know if I've been to a city like that, but I'm sure they exist. Yeah, I spent a few days, I was practicing. I got in this real big routine, but I haven't played much, so I need to start practicing again. I should relearn the part from my Shred collaboration. That Seattle doesn't matter what you do, you can't make friends. Oh, that's unfortunate. Look, I did have a similar experience in Paris when I spent 2 months there. Although I did make some friends towards the very end, so it just seemed like a bit of a harder city to get into to make friends. But Berlin's been, well, at least for me, the friendliest city I've ever been. I know that's not everyone's experience, but it's certainly been mine. But yeah, so if you haven't checked out the Shred collaboration yet, do that. Jared Dines is, for years he's been a big supporter of me and my music, so that was really cool to be a part of. That was like a week before I was moving here, so I could only spend a few days on it, but I think it, considering the time that I had to spend on it, I think it was okay. All harmonics. If I had more time, maybe I would have got some actual picking in there as well. But I'm surprised I even got anything done, to be honest. Maybe next time too, I just need to sloppy up my technique, and then everyone will think that I'm amazing. It's funny, with the guitar and maybe with any instrument, the less movement there is means the better somebody is. But it doesn't always look like that, I know. It's probably better if like that looks better than that, but that is much more refined. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Nice to see you all. I'm working on a few new versions. This is a shorter version of Leah's Dance. I don't know, we'll just see what happens. So here we go. So that is, hey, thanks. So that's just over a minute long. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to start really shortening up my songs, doing new versions and everything that I start recording. Like a 2 or 3 minute instrumental guitar song, it's just, that's not where people's attention spans are at now. Certainly like new listeners. So yeah, so that's a taste of the direction that I'm going to start going in. And I actually think it's pretty cool. It's fun to play. Yeah. Like, better to leave people, you know, better to have a minute song that people play twice than a 2-minute song people don't finish listening to. I relearnt to, which I'll do as a shorter version of Two More Feathers. Yeah, that's it. Like, I think I'm just going to try the shorter songs and see how it goes. Because I mean, wow, if I could get twice as many Spotify streams, that would be life-changing. Thanks, Julie. Well, and actually, I'll use that. I think this song will be a nice intro, Two More Feathers, into Owl's Friend, because it would go, not only the name, but like... yeah. There we go. Sorry, something just popped up on my laptop. Just disabling automatic updates and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that later. I'm using my laptop as like the backlight. Front light? Yeah, front spotlight. So the song I just played is Owl's Friend, and the one before that was Two More Feathers. Oh, Julie, thanks so much for that. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone, and a massive thank you to all my subscribers. I think there's 39 of you now. A huge thank you. So that's $4 a month, and you can watch the live streams after I finish them, but I think more just, yeah. Yeah, oh, and some emojis, but it's just a very cool way, yeah, that you can support me in that way if you would like, but just being here listening is also a huge support, so thank you all. Moonlight Lantern, yeah, look, I still haven't quite, but Julie, thank you for all your support, very kind, and a big thanks to everyone, yeah, to all my members, and I know there's some big givers like Maddie, shout out to you, and yeah, especially. I don't quite know where I like Moonlight Lantern yet. The original is like no capo. And then I recorded it. Capo 2, and then I think I even did a Capo 4 version. And then most recently I did a Capo 10 version, which was here. So I'm not really sure where quite it's at home. I'm almost thinking at the moment, maybe here. But then I do love it, just that deep, Hey, thanks, Carla. Oh, Capo 4 is, yeah, that was, I think that's what I recorded, I think maybe on Wombat's Lullaby. It's probably a nice midway point because that's where I do quite a lot of songs on Capo 4, so I do really like it. Normally when I record a song, because obviously, like most songs, I can play them on nearly any capo. Obviously, I run out of room after a while, but nearly every song has quite a range of keys that it can be in. But whatever I originally come up with the idea in, that's usually what I stick to. And yeah, for Moonlight Lantern, I didn't have a capo when the original version was no capo, so that's kind of the OG. Owl on the Moon, we can flow that one into next. It still doesn't feel finished. I don't know what, like, I think Moonlight Lantern is like maybe the best thing I've ever written, but it just doesn't feel finished, and I don't quite know what it needs. But I'll keep, it's eluding me like no other kind of, maybe it really does need two guitars, because that's how I originally wrote it. But yeah. But Owl on the Moon though, how do I play harmonics so effortlessly? Well, it's not effortless. That's maybe the trick. Like the two versions? No, more like another guitar part on top of that one. Like the very original Moonlight Lantern that I recorded, which you can find on my EP, Moonlight Lantern. I create a Spotify playlist. This is Alan Gogoll. Oh, well, that's actually an algorithmic playlist. So that gets updated by Spotify automatically. I think the best thing would just be, I do have a whole bunch of playlists, but probably, yeah, I think the best thing would just be to like, you can create a new playlist with all of those songs and then just add your own ones to it. I think that'd maybe be the way to go. But I can do Horizon Eyes now though. And then we'll do Delicious Monster. But Merry Christmas, everyone. A huge thank you to, yeah, everyone for listening and joining me. Hope you all had a great day. And yeah, a huge thank you to Julie for the super chat. A big thank you to all my members, all my subscribers too. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do that just on the homepage of my channel. And yeah, if you haven't already, check out my part in Jared Dine's Shred collab too. And but yeah, here we go. Here's Horizon Eyes. How did I end up in the Shred collab? Well, I've been friends with Jared for quite a few years, and yeah, it's never worked out like timing wise, but yeah, I had a week before I came here to Berlin where I could do something, and so it yeah, so I did my best with the time I had, and yeah. Hey, thanks. How good a guitarist do I think Buckethead is? Well, I remember lime wiring Buckethead songs when I was like 13 years old. So I think you know, Buckethead's one of the OGs. Yeah, Buckethead is Buckethead. He's a madman. I think one year he recorded like 50 albums in a year. Just just the drive to do that is incredible. So if you don't know who Buckethead is, he's this mythical guitarist creature. But yeah, he's an insanely good guitarist. Where did I start to learn from? Nowhere. So I'm just self-taught. So I just started playing around on a guitar when I was 5 years old, and just kind of just went from there. Just tried to play things that I found challenging and also thought sounded nice. All right, Delicious Monster. Actually, before I do Delicious Monster, here's a new one. I haven't. I'm going to record this soon. So I've got a song, Pumpkin Sunrise. Thanks, Vikram. And kind of spawn this new guitar's a little bit out of tune. So yeah, I've got 2 new songs I'm gonna record that just kind of came out of. Hey, thanks, Julie. What's the new song called? I haven't finalised the name yet. A big thanks, Julie, for your super chat as well. But yeah, so here we go. First time I've actually played it for anyone. Something like that. The action on my guitar has gone up a little bit, maybe with the weather, so when I put a capo on, it actually goes quite out of tune now just because the strings are so high off the fretboard, which does make it harder to play, but it does also mean the tone is better. And if you notice a lot of guitarists now, whenever you see them with a sock or like a wrap, usually up here, that's actually to stop fret buzz. So that means that the strings are so low and the guitar is so easy to play that it makes noises, or it means that the technique's not that clean, so instead of being able to play notes cleanly, you need one of those. So it might look cool, but and nothing against doing it, but for any guitarist that has a wrap up here, that means that the guitar is probably too easy to play, I would say. The strings are too low, and it also means that the technique is not clean. So nothing against anyone who does that, but that's why guitarists, and a lot of guitarists have it. So you can spend years cleaning up your technique, or you can just put some fabric up here, which then means if you hit a string by mistake, instead of it ringing out, like that'll mute the noises you don't want. Again, nothing against doing that, but that's why it's there. Training wheels. It's like a technique training wheel, having that up the top. So if you're a guitarist and you see people doing that, don't feel like you're missing out on something. Oh, fret's too low. No, strings. That means the strings are too low. Oh, Lila. Oh, that's a different tuning. I'd really need to relearn that, I think. But I will do Delicious Monster though. Delicious Monster. Hey Deanne, hope you're doing well. Thanks very much. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas everyone. Wow, I can't believe it's the 27th already. It's probably it would actually be the 28th in Australia. I'm going to do Leah's Dance again, just because it's fun to play. I've like shortened it up. I'm going to do a short version, and I'm going to start shortening the songs I record, which is just that's a compromise I'm willing to make, and I think that's a good compromise going forwards. You know, instrumental acoustic guitar is one of the most unknown, obscure niches. It's a niche within a niche, so the songs should be short, I think, these days. At least that's what I'm going to try. I'll still leave all the other versions up though. Yeah. Ready for a new year? Yeah. This year's been better, certainly better for me than the last. 20 and 21 were the worst years of my life, without a doubt. But don't make the song Lila for a special person. No, I didn't. I just thought it was a pretty name. Oh, that's cool with Tidal, yeah. I know they've got their free tier, which doesn't pay, I actually don't know what that pays. Not much, I don't think, but yeah, certainly if you're a premium Tidal user, the royalties are really good. All right, let's do Lear's Dance. So this is maybe a bit of a new style, a bit of a new song format for me, and I like it. I like it though. There we go. Lear's Dance. Oh, just getting some. Do that later. Always some song to upload somewhere or something. Yeah, something to do somewhere. 17 hours of my music. Yeah, that's well, I suppose 20. Yeah, it's probably right. I've been recording music for 20 years, so I guess an hour of music a year is yeah, that's 1 minute of music a week. Yeah, that sounds right. Welcome to -20. Yeah, wow. It was -10 degrees Celsius here the other day, and it's painful. So -20, I think I just put the dog on a treadmill and a TV, and a VR headset maybe. That is insanely cold. I suppose if you've got the clothes for it though. So I did my Summer Melodies album, and now there was about 20 songs that I didn't record. They do exist, but they don't have titles. But I'm thinking, and I was going to either do a new Summer Melodies, or maybe I'd call it Autumn Melodies, which was the original name. But there's like one or two that I might even record soon or work on, re-record, and one of them was called just Melody 2, and it was how'd it go? That, and I don't know whether I'll wait until next year or the year after, or maybe I'll do a work on it in January. And then the other one was called Thursday's Melody, which was verse goes. But hey, thanks. So you can find that already. That's just called Thursday's Melody. So so yeah, you can find that already. On Spotify, but yeah, I don't know whether to like record them soon or just wait and then work on them as for a larger album. Same with I uploaded some, well, no, existing songs. I'm just moving distributor, and I'm just getting spammed with emails just saying it's like being processed. There's this song which I haven't done for solo guitar yet. Oh, and in terms of yeah, the Christmas markets were sweet. They were so good, and I didn't get to try eggnog. Had plenty of we call it mulled wine, but glühwein. So that was good, but no, still yet to try eggnog though. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I'm living in Berlin at the moment. And there's another song which was the melding of a few ideas. Yeah, I don't know whether maybe I'll just work on them next year. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm torn, like, because I've got I've got 5 songs I want to record for like in the next week or two. But then I'm like, oh, maybe I just wait, do a few more songs, and then that's kind of an album. Not that albums, it's all about singles now, but yeah, I'll because I don't have much equipment with me, so the album wouldn't be like as good a quality as Summer Melodies. That was the pinnacle of the quality that I can achieve with what I've got, which is good, So that's really, so it wouldn't be Wouldn't be amazing sound quality, but I could always redo it down the track. Yeah, I'll probably just do what I've been. Nah, thanks. I'll probably just do what I always do, and just record like new versions, and just keep putting out recordings. And hey, Maddie, a massive thank you, my friend. Oh, I did see your email. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to reply to that. Yeah, so I've got my discography for 90% on Bandcamp. Well, to be honest, that's actually the only thing that ever sells, that people ever buy on Bandcamp. And well, there's two reasons. Like it is better. Well, that doesn't make sense. Maybe I should make it more expensive. It's best for people to stream my music. Like ultimately, people streaming my music is way better than people buying it, because it all goes into the algorithm to get more exposure, to get more streams. So streaming my music is the best. But if you do want to buy it, then yeah, I think if anyone is willing to actually spend money on music, which not many people are, like I have friends who complain about Spotify, the free version of Spotify, because it puts ads up. It's like, well, you know, so people don't want to spend anything on music. So I think if people want to spend $30, like I'm happy with that. I'm happy that they want to buy my music, and yeah, so that's why it's 90%. I probably sell maybe one discography every 2 weeks. So, yeah, Maddie, a big thank you for buying it, and a massive thank you for the super chat, my friend. Yeah, sorry I can't play Lila. It's can do. Oh yeah, I was thinking of doing. I listened back to Turtlebank Tales. That album kind of came out of nowhere, and I don't actually play any of those songs. I can't even remember them. But there was two. There was there was. Cindermouse Circus is one I would like to relearn. Then there was, I forgot the last part. Oh, there it is. That's a bit tricky. Hang on. There was a harmonic part I forgot that I even did. Cindermouse Circus, something like that. Carla, apologise for not streaming. I'm a musician too, and then there's LP and CD. No, thanks so much. No, I totally appreciate that people, yeah, do buy CDs and vinyls. Look, that's what I grew up on and love making, you know, physical objects. And that's maybe where the USB boxes came in. But yeah, like where it is now, streaming is kind of where it's at. But who knows, one day, you know, it'd be cool to be able to do some vinyls and CDs. Hey, cheers, Matty. Hey, thanks. Yeah, no, there's a little slide. I don't know how I did. But it's funny, like little things like that can actually be the trickiest part of a song, like because I've got to get from there up to there. Can't even do it. Hey, cheers, quick. Well, any snow in Berlin? No, no, it hasn't snowed. It snowed when I arrived, but now it's like even 10 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, no snow, and apparently it doesn't normally snow. So, my dreams of a white Christmas have been dashed, but that's all right. Does writing songs in a colder climate have an effect on my sound? No, good question. I think it's just inspiring. Yeah, I would say, look, I love the warmth, but being inside when it's cold outside, certainly for me, and I'm sure it's true for a lot of artists, like the cold is conducive to creativity because you can't be happy outside in the warmth. You've got to find happiness inside, and that's in your instrument. And so, you know, as I'm sure many of you know, like, so the guitar is my antidepressant, and so it plays a bigger part, you know, when it's cold. So the colder climates, as much as I like the warmth or love the warmth, colder climates really are where I do my best work. Yeah, I tried to crowdfund a vinyl because you just need, yeah. Look, if I ever have a, you know, $1 million, I'll do some vinyls. I tried crowdfunding it, and I tried applying for a Bandcamp thing, but I'm not a big enough artist to do that. So look, at the moment, I don't see how vinyls would be possible, but who knows, maybe one day. Oh, my new Astrand guitar. Yeah, so Ted's gonna come over and we'll spend some time together in Berlin soon. But yeah, he's gonna start that maybe in January. So I think it'll be finished about midway through next year, which will be, yeah, spruce top and maple back and sides. And I reckon for my next guitar, my next Astrand, which will be, so Ted's got a 5-year waiting list. So the song, the next guitar, you know, 5 years time, I'll be like late 30s by then, and that'll be a cedar. I probably will get a cedar or a redwood guitar, maybe cedar. But yeah, the next guitar will be spruce. Ted actually has only built spruce guitars, so that's what he knows, which is awesome. I'm a big fan of somebody knowing something very well, as he does. But yeah, the third Astrand in, you know, 5-6 years time, that'll be a bit more experimental. But yeah, crazy. I ordered this guitar 6 years ago, so I've had it for 3 years, and it's a massive thank you to Julie and to Maddie for giving the super chats, and a big thank you to all my subscribers as well. Cheers, Bryson. Big thank you. All right, let's do Hey, cheers, camp. All right, let's do Bell's harmonic. I do have a Patreon, yeah, but YouTube is better. And in terms of spruce, it'll be Swiss Moon spruce, like this one. Yeah, crazy to think 2023 is only a few days away. I have a cheap acoustic guitar and only play for fun. Bar chords hurt. Any tips? Don't play bar chords. No, but seriously, I like, no pain, no gain. But if it's just for fun, honestly, I just wouldn't. I'd look at doing open chords. I don't know any chord. I don't play bar chords, but I know that they do hurt. Yeah, I think if it's just for fun and you don't need to play bar chords, I just wouldn't play them. Yeah, I think quick blur's right. Like the thumb position is a thing too. But look, even if I go to play bar chords, if it's cheap guitar and it's maybe got high action, it's just going to be hard and it's going to hurt. And yeah, if you don't need to play bar chords, don't play bar chords. If you really want to play bar chords though, then it's just going to be a matter of practice more than anything else, and strength. Hey, T-Night. Hey, thanks for coming along. Very cool. I'm not sure too many people make it to the end of the Shred collab, so thank you for doing that. Autumn's Melody. Yeah, I saw Autumn's Melody broke 100,000 reels on Instagram. I don't get any money for that, but it's still cool that so many people wanted to use it. Yeah. Yeah, look, personally, like, so with guitar action, and I really like a high guitar action, but because you get a cleaner sound, but yeah, it is more difficult, and getting the guitar set up by a guitar shop or something would probably really help. I'll do a little bit of Autumn's Melody into Apricot Eyes. Oh, Autumn Fires, yeah, I can do that too. We do Autumn's Melody, Autumn Fires, Apricot Eyes. Do I watch other guitar players? Not really. Oh, well, no, that's not true. Like Sonke Minen, Will McNichol. There's a few guitarists who, yeah, are, I always watch what they put out. Carolyn Langerak, not Langerak. I forget. I can't pronounce her surname. But yeah, no, I do. I was thinking I should do my own shred collab because, yeah, yeah. See what happens. All right, here we go. Autumn's Melody. Is this Autumn's Melody? Yeah, it is. pinched harmonics. Yeah, I don't actually do any pinched harmonics. I don't have, not one of my harmonics is pinched. So, so I wouldn't know about doing pinched harmonics on acoustic guitar or steel string. Hey, thanks Valeria. I think I actually I hit about because it was 174 BPM I think, and I was hitting 6 notes a beat. Yeah, it was about, I had to go as fast as my 1,000 harmonics in a minute, which was I was doing about 17 notes a second, which, yeah, so I think in terms of notes per second, I was the quickest one in the shred collab, but I don't think anyone would know that. It would have been more impressive if I was like I used to do 15 years ago, but that doesn't, I don't know. I like playing, I like musicality and difficulty, and that I moved away from that because it's neither. But as the saying goes, if you can't win them with substance, dazzle them with bullshit. But it's nice to know that, yeah, like, it's not totally lost, because it can be easy to feel that my technique and all the, you know, and the work that I've put in just is not appreciated. I mean, ultimately, as long as I appreciate it, that's, you know, the most important thing, but it still is, you know, I learned. Pinched on acoustic, yeah, you need to do a pinched harmonic, you need a pick, which I don't have with me. Unless you're talking about natural harmonics or artificial harmonics. But in terms of bell harmonics, I was one of the songs I had featured in Guitar World back in 2010. I did on an nylon string guitar. Well, percussive playing, it's funny that it's back again, because it was a big thing back in like 2006. No, I definitely did incorporate it in some of my songs. I'd say I appreciate more the flamenco approach to percussion, definitely more than the fingerstyle approach to percussion. But yeah, like a little bit of a callback, a little bit of a, when I wrote Al's Friend, that middle section, which I took out for a long time, but you know, that's a bit of a tribute to Andy McKee, whose Drifting was a tribute to Preston Reed. So Preston's really one of the, is like the OG of that. I think Michael Hedges too, but I don't, yeah, I only discovered, look, I don't really listen to much music, but I should dive into that history at some point. Hey, cheers, Maddie. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, like I went the other way, and I really didn't want to, like, there was a point everyone was doing the tapping, so it's funny that it's like it's back again now, and people are like, wow, this is insane, because it's been there for decades. So I changed my version of Al's Friend to because I didn't want to be associated with tapping guitarists, because I don't do that. That's not, but so I stopped playing my song Little Seed because it was and totally went the other way and removed all the bit of tapping that I did have in my songs. But I'll like, yeah, sprinkle it in here and there now. Let's do, but speaking of harmonics, let's do, I haven't learnt any more of Pepperleaf Pipes. Yeah, the slap harmonics are cool. I don't like. I haven't even. Because the lap guitarists do a lot of the slap harmonics. I don't have any of those in my songs. But, all right, let's do Sunset Heart. Again, a huge thank you to everyone who has given a super chat, to Maddie, to Julie, and a big thank you to all my members, all my subscribers. A big thank you. So you can subscribe to my YouTube for like $4 a month, get some emojis, view previous live streams, and yeah. When I've got enough subscribers, I can even do like subscriber only live streams. So that could kind of be cool, just to show like, you know, the early stages of new songs and stuff like that. But at the moment, the main thanks, for what it's worth, is my gratitude. All right, here we go. Sunset Heart. But not before I take a sip of tea. How do I deal with hand pain? Well, that's like just then, you know, my forearms are burning from playing that. And no, I think you just push, you just love, you embrace the pain. It means that you're doing something that you're going to get growth from. And obviously not, you know, something that's going to result in serious injury, but I think a bit of pain is a terrific thing. It signifies growth. But in terms of ice bath and heat bath, I think there's definitely place for both. Yeah, I don't have anything like that here with me in Germany. I just go outside, it's an ice bath really. But yeah, in terms of general pain though, playing, I'm always in pain when I play guitar. But if you love, if you love it, then, the pain is just part of it. Favorite mics for studio recording acoustic? I'm still, well, Summer Melodies I used a U87 and I really enjoyed that. But then listening back, like a ribbon mic that I did Delicious Monster for, that also worked really well. Yeah. It's the eternal question. Acoustic guitar is a terribly difficult instrument to record. Who's my biggest inspiration? Myself. Yeah, I don't have any inspirations. I just love playing guitar and love challenging myself, and that's where the pain comes in. But in terms of inspirations, yeah, there's not one guitarist on the planet I would swap with. And there's not one guitarist on the planet whose skills I would swap with either. Do you lose calluses? You do, yeah, yep. Sleep Garden, yeah, I've been working on actually a short version of this to record too, so I'm going to play that. That was one of the 5 new songs, well, new pieces to record. I had to not laugh, not pinch myself, just had to like take a moment. On Christmas, realized I'd been chatting to like you might have seen, like Tommy Lee, the drummer from Motley Crue. He started, he shared my work, and that was cool. And I didn't realize, so I'm friends with John 5, just on Instagram, and but he's now the guitarist for Motley Crue, so I don't know if there was a connection there. But yeah, on Christmas, I'm like, wow, today I've been chatting with, we spoke a bit, I'm like, Tommy Lee. I'd also been speaking at length with Pete Townsend, the guitarist from The Who. He's been a big supporter of my music for a long time. And then I was chatting to Brian Ritchie, the bass player from the Violent Femmes. I'm like, no, it's funny that I've got all these people just chat to semi-regularly. Like, oh, yeah. I was like, no, that's cool. They've all been really supportive. And I think the guitar community in that is like, yeah, it's like pretty supportive at the top level. At the top level, it's supportive. There's a lot of jealousy under that though. I can't believe I'm chatting with a demon. Whoa. I'm not sure what to say to that. All right, Sleep Garden. So this is the new version. It's a bit shorter too. the new version of Sleep Garden. Yeah, no, Pete's been a big fan. Yeah, he was actually going to produce one of my albums, but then COVID came along. But hopefully I'm going to go and catch up with Pete in person early next year. Would I rather have John Petrucci's chops or Guthrie Govan's? Well, my playing definitely aligned more. When I used to play electric for 15 years, it was much more Petrucci-esque. Yeah, that's a tough question. I don't know. I think, well, Guthrie Govan plays for like Hans Zimmer, so I think he's probably got the cooler, like as cool as being in Dream Theater is, like doing Hans Zimmer concerts. I'm going to say probably, I think Guthrie Govan in this, yeah. Like, imagine, yeah, he's probably got the coolest guitar gig actually that you could, you know, one of the coolest guitar gigs you could probably, well, no, that you could definitely get, Guthrie Govan. So, yeah, and he doesn't do social media and stuff, so he, you know, just got more time to practice. Although I've struck a pretty good balance. Like the live streams I really love, but I don't post as much now, but it's been fine. Like it's, yeah. Let's do maybe chime into Echidna's Parade. I haven't practiced sheer technique and speed for a long time. Every time I do, I start like writing new little songs and stuff or ideas, and yeah. But I do love practicing technique and stuff, but I always start working on music. Actually, I could share with you, I wasn't going to share this until I'd recorded, but this is a new song, which will be on my new EP. So this is brand new. No one has heard this yet. I'm still like, should I play it? But yeah, I'll share it with you all. There might be a few mistakes. See what you think. This is totally new. So new, I'm forgetting it. Hang on. All right, here we go. first time I've ever played that live. And slightly out of tune. Yeah, the action on my guitar is kind of so high now that it's going out of tune when I put a capo on. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I'll record that in the next couple of weeks. Hey T-Night, a big thank you, my friend. And I've just got to memorize those, where those slides actually go. All right, let's do, does it have a name yet? Working on a couple of names, but I'll, yeah. I won't say anything until, no, it does have a name actually. It does have a name, but I won't share that yet. It'll be the name of the album or EP, whatever that turns into. It's tricky because on Spotify, if there's 7 or less songs, it classifies it as a single, and so it like disappears. It's like buried. It's really hard to find the other songs. So I really need 7 or more songs, and then it'll turn up as an album. So it's better to do just singles or an album. EPs are kind of lost, but I really just want to record them. And a massive thank you to everyone for the super chats though. Very cool. I was going to stay in tonight, but maybe I'll put some of that money to good use and go and maybe get a curry, or there's a Japanese ramen place. So yeah, I might just do that because it's nearly 7:30 here. Wow, and that brings us up to an hour and a half. All right, let's do Otter Rain. Hope the stream's not lagging too much. As we discovered last week, which I had no idea about, German internet is terrible. It really is like it's some of the slowest in the world. And yeah, it's so crazy. I thought Germany would have been so far ahead of everyone, but in so many ways they're not. And that's one of them. Yeah, like talking with more people here, they're like, oh no, German internet is terrible, and coffee is taxed as a luxury good. So you can take up smoking cheaper than you can take up coffee. Oh, it's good to know that it's, yeah, not lagging. Favorite food? Yeah, honestly, I don't actually have a favorite food. Usually, but I do love a good curry, but I really don't have one. Quit coffee, it's simply not an option. You might as well say stop breathing. All right, here we go, Otter Rain. we go. Sunday's Melody is another one I'll redo at some point. Can't quite. Hey Reese, a big thank you. No, look, that's hey, that's amazing. Thanks so much. Look, just being here, watching, supporting is a huge encouragement and greatly appreciated. But hey, that's enough for some glue vines. So slides are difficult. How to deal with fret buzz? High action. Yep. I'm 66 and have never tasted coffee. Oh wow. I didn't think that was possible, but it does smell lovely. Usually, usually I think coffee smells better than it tastes. See, that's funny. Yeah, I know the internet's not great in Germany, but the train network, like, I don't know, coming from other places, it's amazing. So I don't know, maybe going further out, it's not good, but in Berlin, like compared with Australia, and we've got good trains in Australia, but like I lived in France for 2 years, that was a nightmare. So, yeah, personally, I think German trains and public transport is incredible. That's going from my experience, based on Australia, France. So I don't really know where has better trains, but in terms of the internet, no, I definitely agree with that. But like in my experience, Germany has the best public transport. And I think it's actually regarded internationally as very good. Yeah, I don't know. I've never felt the trains like the congestion. I did speak to someone who'd just got back from like Tokyo, and I've toured China a few times. Like, unless there's people pushing you into a train, I haven't felt congested on the trains here. Like congested for me is they're so tightly packed that people have to push people in. But yeah, or like in France, the trains just don't work anyway. There's a manifestation or a strike, and they just don't turn up. But yeah, I wonder if Germany's maybe got like copper as well, a lot of copper instead of fiber and stuff like that. I am self-taught. Yeah. Have I seen my hair? Sounded great. Well, I can see my hair right now. In terms of the sound it's making, I think it's pretty silent, I think. Noisy hair though. I guess or quiet hair. It's not a bad description though. But yeah, I went out the other night. I found a bar. I don't think it's really a club, but there was a DJ. It didn't start until midnight. So look, 4 a.m. is my new bedtime now. Well, 6 actually, which I think is the Berlin way. You sleep during the day, go out of a night. So I should have just rolled with my jet lag, because when I got here, I was going to sleep at 4 p.m. and waking up at 2 a.m. And that's actually perfect for Berlin. That's perfect. But it felt like I went out, and I don't know if there's any Australians here, but Australia is not a safe place, certainly after dark. Maybe like Ireland. I had this chat with a guy in Ireland. Compared to Switzerland, public transit. Yeah, but I think Switzerland, though, I'm sure is probably like Switzerland and Japan to be the best in the world. I'd say go live in France for a while and then come back to Germany, and you'll appreciate the train system a bit more. It's I've only spent a day in Switzerland. Would like to go back. Yeah, so I went out the other night, and honestly, after coming from Australia, like it felt like I was in a room full of puppy dogs. That's what I remember thinking. Just the vibe and the energy here is so much friendlier than going out in Australia. It's really, and I'm not the only person to say that. Like, that's quite agreed upon for anyone who's been outside Australia. You quickly realise just how dangerous Australia is after dark. Obviously, there's more dangerous places in the world, but again, comparatively, Berlin feels much safer. And I've spoken to other people, and they agree too. It's a very safe place here, which is cool. Like, it's pretty common in Australia for people to get punched or stabbed for no reason at all, just purely for the fun of it. I've had friends who have experienced that. I've had quite a few friends experience that for no reason at all. Someone will just come up and punch them. My best friend got his skull split, fractured from that. Just wouldn't happen here. I'm trying to self-learn. Is this a mistake? Well, it depends what you want to get out of the guitar. And I don't know. For me, just doing my own thing always felt right. But if you feel like you need a teacher, then 100% I would say get a teacher. Let's do Friendly Elephants. Does that only happen at night in Australia? Yeah, generally when it gets dark, it's most dangerous, but and any capital city, like in Australia, you have to be ready to fight all the time when you go out. Like 100%. But it's a convict country, it's got a violent history. I think all of these things work into that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sure America's got its fair share of violent places. Look, that being said, I had some friends. They travelled all over America, never had any problems. First night they went out in my home city of Hobart, someone came up to my friend and just punched him for no reason. So it just been, yeah, so not to discredit, you know, because I know America's got its fair share of violence, and it's such a big place, like, yeah. If Australia had America's population, it would be absolute anarchy, I'm sure. Yeah, in the US, no one comes and punches you for no reason. No, that's a big thing in Australia. There's actually a new law now. It's called the One Punch Law, or King Hit. I think it's called the One Punch Law because people, you know, too many people died from this. Someone would come up to them, punch them, and kill them. So quite a few people like died from this specific thing happening. It's very common in Australia. So there's not an escalation. So you have to be prepared, you know, if you're at a bar or something, like, you know, you keep your eye around because anyone could punch you for no reason. And that's part of, you know, I carry that. So when I went out the other night, that's my mindset. And I'm just like, you know, hopefully I can let that go, that hostility towards my environment, which you need in Australia to survive and protect yourself. But over here, I can feel that I don't need that. But it doesn't, it doesn't just turn off. My husband was punched from behind on his way into work. Yeah, damn. Yeah, probably a dare. Yeah, a dare, or people just, yeah. A dare, an initiation, just for the fun of it. Like, yeah, it's insane. But I haven't felt anything like that here. I just don't think it exists. I'm sure it exists here, but like, just in nowhere near the extent of other places. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, that colour. Hope he's, hope he didn't suffer any long-term effects. All right, here we go. Awesome sweeps. We can do some sweeps into friendly elephants. I've practiced my sweeps for a little while. I haven't really practiced any technique for a little while. It's just been more focusing on trying to write some music. Because once I have an idea, I have to finish it, otherwise I'm getting better, but yeah, it drives me crazy. Watching with my 8-month-old nephew who's blown away. Oh, that's very cool. Thanks, Reese. Thanks, everyone. That's wow, that's 1 hour and 16 minutes. So it's nearly 8 p.m. here in Berlin. So I'll probably take us up to 2 hours, which is, wait, we're at 2 hours. I found your song Mulberry Mouse and I listened to it on repeat for a few days. The guitars were blown away by the harmonics. Such a great tune. Hey, thanks, Jessica. Really appreciate that. A massive thank you to everyone who's given a super chat today. Big thank you. Greatly appreciated. And a huge thank you to my subscribers too. So you can subscribe to my channel on the homepage on my YouTube channel, yeah, it's $4 a month. I get $3 a month of that, so I think that's actually really good, way better than TikTok ever was. So yeah, that's a cool way to support me if you'd like to do that. But yeah, thanks very much for being here, and yeah. Hippie, the Metalhead Hippie YouTube channel. No, I don't know that. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, so Jared Dines' Shred collab just came out. If you haven't checked that out, please give that a listen. And yeah, I was going to stay in tonight. Been trying to be good with dieting, but I don't know. Now with those super chats, I see that money, and I'm like, oh, I could go out and enjoy a ramen. Hey, cheers, very welcome. Can I play some Indian raga? I've got no idea what that is, but I have been thinking about eating some, a good curry would be nice. Just collaborative musicians. Hey, that's cool. Kustai, I remember I liked your comment. I'm sorry, I don't. You'd have to let me know what the comment was. Can I please play A Sky Full of Stars? Look, if I was Chris Martin, I'm sure I'd bust that out for you. But you might be able to hear some fireworks. They're not gunshots. Yeah, if you're from Australia, you know, fireworks are banned, so we're not used to loud noises. So I actually thought I was like, man, are they gunshots? But no, they're fireworks. Fireworks are pretty popular here. Can I do Friday's Melody? That I can do. Let's do Chime into Friday's Melody. Yes, play Coldplay. Look, if you want some Coldplay, head on over to and Wake Me Up. Look, if you're after covers, this is not the live stream for you. I'll save you the time. Hey, T-Night, greatly appreciated. Hey, thanks for the follow. Cheers. All right, let's do Chime. Made up guitar tuning 417 FACFC rings out like a dream. Hey, that's cool. Strawberry Stars. Now that is one song that I can do, but let's do Friday's Melody next. Maybe we could do Friday's Melody, Strawberry Stars, and then finish with Mulberry Mouse. Starting to get a bit cold in here. Gonna have to turn up the heating, I think. Hey there. Here we go, Friday's Melody. Cheers, Rob. Merry Christmas. There we go. I see. Friday's Melody is the first song ever heard on Instagram accidentally. Yeah, thanks. The Blind Woodsman has been, yeah, I know he shared Friday's Melody with a lot of his videos. Tabs, no, I don't do tabs. Play Beethoven. Well, this is Beethoven's, this next one is called Strawberry Stars. Beethoven wrote this one a few years ago. we go, Strawberry Stars. Please play some classical pieces. I don't know any music. I can't read music. I don't know any theory, and if you want classical pieces, I'd say jump off my live stream and go on YouTube classical guitar music. Mad musician. Well, hey, I appreciate your enthusiasm. But no, I'm a bit of a lone wolf. Yeah, the solo acoustic guitar is just what I love. A massive thank you. I realized, so I've been streaming like this because it was what worked with TikTok and the space I had, but I've got like a couch and a wall here, so there's actually no reason why I can't start live streaming horizontally. I just keep forgetting to do that, but that might be better, so. Hey, thanks so much. Tuesday's melody, I can't remember. I know that had a lot of harmonics. I think that actually ended up turning into Otter Rain. So yeah, no, sorry, Maddie, you're asking for all the songs I don't play anymore. But that does bring us to an 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I did actually play Apricot Eyes, do the horizontal, yeah, because obviously vertical worked for, you know, for Instagram, for TikTok, but I should be able to do, yeah, horizontal now. So I'll do that for the next stream. I'll try and make a mental note to remember. So I did record, there is a version of the 1,000 harmonics in a minute, but I feel like I can do better. Do I remember? Oh, Melody 4, I literally just played it. Thank you, Sol, but that was, yeah, that's now Strawberry Stars, so I actually did just play that. I was going to do 1,000 harmonics. Grizzly Caterpillar. Yeah, how's this? I'm going to do 1,000 harmonics. Well, it's 8 p.m. If I want to get, actually, I've probably missed, yeah, maybe no dinner tonight. Might just stay on the sipping tea. No worries, Matty. Yeah, I do remember, yeah, Tuesday's Melody ended up turning into Otter Rain. We'll do 1,000 harmonics through the leaves, then Grizzly Caterpillar, and then finish with Mulberry Mouse. Hey, thanks, Mad Musician. Well, look, I'll keep that in mind. Cheers. Hey, cheers, Matthew. You can actually also the super chats. I do get 100% of the super chats. It's the memberships which I love, which is yeah, it's cool to have members. I've got 39 at the moment. I get $3 out of the $4, so I get like 70% of that. But in terms of super chats, I get everything. Oh, I've forgotten where I am now. Yeah, TikTok took most of the donations over there, but no, YouTube's really good. Damn, Matthew, massive thank you, my friend. That is insane. A huge thank you. That's yeah, a heartfelt thank you, my friend. Yeah. If you've got a song you'd like me to play, I'll do my best to play it. But yeah, no, that's sensational. Thank you so much for that. Well, look, I was going to try and be good and actually, like, I'm still trying to lose a bit of weight. But look, I might have to go get a curry and a beer now. But no, a heartfelt thank you, my friend. That's yeah, that really does, you know, help out so much. So you have my heartfelt thank you and Merry Christmas, and yeah. And I know there's a few of you who have given. Well, Maddie is another one, and yeah, a few of you who have given so generously, and yeah, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate it, and it does yeah, it does go to good use. Yeah, I've been enjoying some good food over here and drink, and it's, you know, it has been on you know, it's been the PayPal, it's been the YouTube live stream money that's been paying for it. So a massive thank you, guys. Carrying a beer, that's it. Actually, I have noticed that, and I reckon America's the same as Australia, or other way around. I've noticed here in like jams and stuff, there's way less calories than back in Australia. So say like a jar of jam in Australia probably would have 800 or 1,000 calories in the whole thing. I bought a thing of strawberry jam and it was 250 calories for like the whole thing. And then I spoke to somebody who lived in America for a little while, and she said that, yeah, she didn't change her diet, like ate the same amount of food, but put on heaps of weight, and then came back to Germany and lost it again, eating the same things, but yeah. So, and I know Australia, you know, like we're one of the most overweight nations in the world. So yeah, I've just noticed that, like, because I've been eating quite a bit of food while I've been here, and if I did that in Australia, yeah, I would certainly notice it. So yeah, I don't know if it's a European thing, maybe just don't put as much sugar in their food. quite possibly. It's, yeah. Delicious Monster. I did actually play that before, but yeah, look, Matthew, if you let me know if you've got a question you'd like me to play. How many hours do I usually play guitar? Well, now that I've moved, I've been playing like, well, I haven't played much the last few days, but been playing a lot more. If I can play 8 hours in a day, that's really good. Do I record everything? I do everything myself. Hey, cheers, Reese. Truly deserve every dollar. Greatly appreciated. Apricot Eyes. I did actually play that as well, so let's do Through the Leaves. I forgot how the Through the Leaves. It's like it's, I don't know, when I listen to it recorded, I'm like, no, that's good. And then I play it and I'm like, it doesn't sound any good. I don't know, maybe I just need more practice. Although the guitar I recorded on was a smaller guitar than this and a maple guitar, which is going to be what my next guitar is going to be. So maybe with my next guitar, there's going to be some songs which really sing on it. Actually, I should do Drops of July so I can, like, I forget songs so quickly. EU regulations, food standards are higher in Europe than in US and Australia. That, well, that would make sense because I don't see that many people carrying extra weight and over here, and I don't really see people like the gym. There's not gyms, and doesn't seem like a gym health conscious, well, actually nearly everyone smokes, so there's something going on to keep people healthy, apart from lifestyle, I think. And same as in France, you know, one of the longest life expectancies in the world over there. And that would absolutely make sense that there's regulations on the food. I lost weight when I came home in 2020 and ate so much junk. It's been missing for 7 years. Still lost weight. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. I must admit, I ate an entire bag of chips the other night. I just had to. But yeah, no, that totally makes sense. When I start learning guitar, I started when I was 5 years old, and I've been playing, for nearly 30 years. 12 string. I actually used to play 12 string, but I sold it. And I sold my electrics too, but there are some videos of me playing electric guitar. Play some Arabic melodies. Yeah, I don't know any. All right, let's do, what was I gonna do? Drops of July. And again, Matthew, a massive thank you for your extremely generous super chat. I hope you can all see it. It's up there. Well, for me, maybe it's up there for you, but it's on my screen. It's here. The red super chat. A big thank you to Maddie as well for your very kind super chat as well, and Julie. I don't know if Julie's here anymore, but yeah, thank you everyone, and thank you to everyone who's a member as well. And thanks for just yeah, having a listen and your kind words and support. I'd like to make this song shorter, but I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know which. I haven't spent time doing that yet. So this is same with Cello Moon, because I don't play it because it's too long. Yeah, I feel like I'm entering a new phase where it'll be shorter songs, and I think that'll be fine. And hey, thank you. All right, here we go. Drops of July. Hey, thank you. There we go, Drops of July, which was Wednesday's melody. Maybe I could cut the middle section out or make everything, yeah, I don't know. There's a simple formula, I think, and it's like effort in equals results. And I haven't spent any time on that song, so. But Cello Moon's one I'd like to shorten, just so I can remember it and play it more often. My sister said she likes this one of, if not my favorite. Yeah, no, thanks. Cello Moon, so this was melody 1. So this was the first song that I wrote when I went to France to live all those years ago now. But honestly, I think it would definitely be top 3 for me. And potentially even, I think it might be the nicest thing I've ever written. I know Sunset Heart, I consider that too, but I think this, just that, like, I don't know, there's something about it that I think is, yeah, quite possibly my favorite song too. So I don't know, but it still doesn't quite feel finished. Like, or it doesn't feel like I'm doing it justice. Like, because I kind of feel like the melody, like it's its own thing. Yeah, like I feel like the songs I write, I don't know, I don't have children, but I feel like they're my children, kind of like they're little creations, but then it's about like nurturing it, and I just want it to be the best it can be. Blown away, I responded. That's hello. Yeah, cheers Matthew, such feeling and depth. Yeah, like it really captures a lot of emotion. It actually was kind of too painful to play for a few years, just because of the emotion that it did carry. But I'm a bit removed from it now, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, there was, I was working on it a little bit. There was some like, to put harmonics into it if I can. I have 5 children and have written many, many, many songs I absolutely love. You said, oh yeah, no, thanks. Well, yeah. Something like that could be nice, I think. I always try and get the harmonics to like mirror the melody, and I don't know if it sounds good, but it's fun to do. Like, and then do it. Mirror it like that. Yeah. A massive thank you again for everyone who's joined me tonight. Hugely appreciated. To everyone who's given a super chat. A massive thank you to Matthew for unbelievable generosity. But a lot of you too have given super generously over my live streams, and it's greatly appreciated. The next live stream there's just a white wall behind me, so it might be quite boring background wise, but I'll have to remember to try it horizontally. Well, that brings us to an hour 50. That's 2.5 hours. That has gone quite quickly. Maybe I will just do 2 more. Actually, the house concert I did a little while ago, it's like, 2.5 hours, an hour's playing, but I've kind of got so many songs to pull on now, which is a good problem to have. Although I can't remember most of them, that's not so good. That's where making shorter versions would be kind of cool, because then I might be able to remember some of them more easily. But Pepperleaf pipes is the next one I want to relearn though. I've been saying that for like 10 years. But it's going to happen. I just need to be at peace with not writing new music, but that's hard. Like and I don't know if it's social media. I feel like it might be. I had this chat with my friend Daniel Champagne, who's a wonderful Australian guitarist. But there's a thing now that it's like, if you're not doing something, if you're not filming a video or doing something for the gram, for social media, it like feels like wasted time. And practice is like, you can spend, 8 hours a day practicing and not have any like real, that instant gratification or that instant product to upload or something. And that, that's like quite a hard mindset to break, because it's like, oh man, if I've got the guitar, I feel like I need to be filming or doing something to put on social media. It's a struggle, and I know a lot of people struggle with that. But I did certainly get in the zone last week, and I spent a few days, like, I think I spent 10 hours just playing and writing, and it was so good to be back in the zone. So I think in the new year, after the holidays and whatnot, I'll get back into that a bit more. I just get FOMO. There's so much going on in Berlin. I haven't even scratched the surface. Let's do maybe just 2 more. Grizzly Caterpillar and then Mulberry Mouse. And yeah, a heartfelt thank you again for everyone who's watching, and greatly appreciated. Hopefully the stream's not lagging either. As we researched last week, German internet is terrible, but the food's good. And I mean, the beer's the best in the world. Look, I'm not a big drinker, but Australia has a big craft beer scene now, and I really like craft beer. But wow, there's something about German beer, and I had a Bavarian beer, and they've got their like 3 ingredient rule that's 500 years old. I'm sure you would know about it. If you don't, that's an interesting read. But stream is going smoothly. Hey, very good. German beer sounds incredible. It's just like, honestly, it was and this was just from 3 ingredients, and I love that, like innovation through limitation. It was this Bavarian beer, just like fresh from the tap. It was the best beer I've ever had. And I've had some pretty good beers, but this was just so refreshing. Actually, and the beer here, like, I've drank more beer in the last 3 weeks than the last 3 years in Australia. But there's like, it's clean. Like, you don't wake up feeling bad. I don't know, like less chemicals is what somebody told me. But it's true, like over here you can drink the big German beers that I'm like, oh, I'm not going to survive this. But it's kind of fine. It really is kind of like water. So yeah. There's been some help, like I haven't been able to find bone broth here, and a few other like health products I really like that don't seem to be available in the German or maybe European headspace, but which we would have in Australia and America. But then in other ways, like with the food and like the regulations and everything's got less sugar, like that's also good. Hey Andreas, You're from Bavaria. Well, my friend, I had a pork knuckle, which was insane. Couldn't finish it. And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Bavaria has the best beer. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's actually, it's not up for dispute. Bavaria has the best beer in the world. And now I know why. I can definitely see why people say that. And people don't get drunk here. Like in Australia, you go out drinking to get drunk, which never appealed to me. Yeah, Australia, well, Australia does have a big binge drinking problem. I don't know about America, but in Europe, it's just a different, I don't know, I found that in France too. There's just a different relationship with alcohol. It's more something to be enjoyed. Whereas maybe in Australia, it's something to be abused. I mean, I'm sure it happens here too, but it's not, you know, certainly not as common as in Australia. I thought you Aussies were tough as stone, so Foster's is not a real... Well, yeah, the Australians can, you know, if you're not drinking like 20 beers, what are you doing? No, Australian beer is quite weak actually compared with the German beer. Like Australian beer, I think is around 4%, maybe less, like 3%. Certainly light beer is like 1%. And that's why I've been over here and that's why I've been over here drinking like 8% beer, like the 1 litres. Yeah, I've been drinking 1 litre 8% beer, and I'm like, well, if I was in Australia, this would just, I'd feel really bad. But over here, it's fine. So it's just like the cleanliness and the lack of chemicals in the beer is really is incredible. Yeah, I've read about the a little bit about the strict rules regarding brewing beer, and it works. I mean, it works. It's the best tasting beer I've ever had, and it's also the best I've ever felt. Nearest it's similar to Australia, but not. Yeah, Australia has a really bad drinking problem. Again, maybe from the convict kind of past, but like there's a really severe drinking problem in Australia. Although I think it might be changing now. I think it's changing with the next generation, which is cool. But yeah, like certainly when I grew up, and I never did this, I was just always, you know, practicing. So I missed out on a lot of parties and socializing. But yeah, if you didn't go out every night, I remember chatting to someone and she was like, if she didn't go home and vomit and then the next day she was like, oh, like if you don't smell like alcohol, if you're not sweating and your clothes and your skin doesn't smell like alcohol, you haven't had a good night. And that always stuck with me. I'm like, well, I don't want to have a good night if that's, yeah. But that's just, you know, pretty common. It's a remnant of the Brits, yeah. Most definitely. Sauerkraut on New Year's Eve for good luck. Oh, I didn't know that, but I'll have to do that. Ukulele. Hey, very cool. Hey, well, it's cool that he's got that there. All right, here we go. Grizzly caterpillar. That bass note sounds so good. Just the guitar. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah. I was just thinking, I'm gonna look at this after. I'm gonna Google search it. So I was just thinking how. So with TikTok live streaming, the live streams didn't stay up forever. I couldn't always download them, etc. But with YouTube, the live streams stay there. They just work, and like, there's some incredible technology. There must be some amazing technology, and growing technology for like YouTube just to be able to function, you know, for how many thousands of hours of video are uploaded every probably minute now. Like the data centers, yeah, I really like all that tech stuff, but you know, Google, they're where it's at. That's like, yeah, data center. I'm sure a lot of it's very secret too, because you probably don't want to give out where you're storing everyone's data. But yeah, just like what incredible technology, you know, to be able to live stream for a few hours and just have it there forever, and just have it work. Yeah, the infrastructure. Because yeah, TikTok was nowhere near as smooth as YouTube. Neither was Facebook. Who knows what will happen with Facebook? If you told me in 10 years' time, 10 years, yeah, probably 10 years. If you said in 10 years' time Facebook won't exist, it'll exist in some format, but Facebook as we know it, even in 5 years, or that TikTok will be gone in 5 years, I'd believe that. Google though, YouTube, yeah, it feels like now the live streams, I'm investing in something it's not going anywhere. TikTok was great, and yeah, a lot of new people did discover my music through TikTok, but yeah, I don't know. I think YouTube's where it's at. I think it was a blessing in disguise being banned from TikTok. But yeah, I will start streaming horizontally too. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. That has been a fabulous 3 hours. Yeah, so what a wonderful way to spend 3 hours with you all. Yeah, I think the horizontal, because I didn't notice that, I thought the chat is over the video, but I think when you're viewing it on YouTube, actually as a viewer, it's just this little like live stream box up the top with black bars. So I didn't know that. Maybe you can make it full screen, but horizontal, you know, then you can see the whole guitar too. Like I used to live stream like that, but then everything like TikTok, you know, and Instagram went vertical. But now I'll be able to go back to horizontal. Yeah, YouTube is great for everything. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with TikTok. Like it'll definitely stay. But I just wonder if it'll be banned maybe over here or something. Yeah. Or if everyone like just gets fatigued, probably not. But maybe it's just wishful thinking. Everyone gets off TikTok and goes to YouTube instead. Starts watching longer content would be cool, but I suppose TikTok has been great for discoverability, but overall, is it a good thing? Yeah, I don't know. feel like no, not anymore. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I don't really scroll. I don't actually scroll TikTok. Occasionally, I'll go down a rabbit hole. Like there was this, you might have seen them. It was a river. It's like a little fjord, and people were driving their cars through, and pretty much everyone would blow up their engine, just trying to cross this little river. And there's people watching, and well, part of the road that was flooded. It just is incredible. People were like driving into it, and the water was going in their engine, and then they'd get up the other side, and then their engine would just stop working. I haven't seen one of those. They were big in the algorithm like last week. And then I went down the rabbit hole of some of the ice, like the Seattle, like the ice storms. That's insane. Yeah, that just looks like when parked cars and people can't stand up in the ice, like that's insane. I haven't experienced that, and I probably don't know if I want to. An ice rink might be the closest thing. Found me through Spotify. Oh, cheers, Reese. That's cool. That's nice to know. Nice to know that can happen. Because the challenge, not just for me, but for musicians now, is like a few years ago, you could post something and a lot of new people saw it, the way the algorithms worked. But now you post something and it's pretty much just a few percent, like 1% of the people who follow you see it. So in terms of like reaching new people, unless you've got like thousands of dollars to spend, I saw a breakdown, you might know, I think it's Lizzo. She's got like 30 million monthly listeners. So, that's generating, probably $10-20 million a year just from that. And she had 500 adverts running. And I remember a few years ago, I did some research, and because you can see like who's running what adverts on Facebook, and Justin Bieber, for his new song, had like 190, I think, adverts running. And it's like, man, if you don't have the money to do that, like you just can't reach new people. So it's nice to know that my music still is able to reach people. Although hopefully something happens globally so that my music and other musicians, we can start reaching people again. Which was maybe a viral TikTok video is probably the closest we have to that now. But yeah, the internet's certainly a different place to it was even a few years ago, even like 5 years ago. Right, here we go. Mulberry Mouse. I do actually have adverts running all the time. So I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on adverts. But the thing now, it's like there's no way to break even unless you spend So about a year ago, there was a study. So you need about $50,000 to spend, even a month. That's what labels are spending to kind of break even. So you can't, breaking even isn't a thing for independent musicians. Not anymore. As far as I'm aware, there's no independent musician that can break even from advertising. I used to run, well, I still do, like a promotional group, promotion group where we like discuss ideas, and unfortunately with advertising, no one can break even now. So you just have to put a little bit in and hope that you just, get a few listeners or clicks. But a lot of musicians aren't doing music anymore, and I can see why. But the first independent musician to start making like a profit from advertising will be, certainly now in this climate, like, will be an absolute hero to show that it's possible. But at the moment I spend about $10 a day on advertising, and maybe get one new listener for that, which probably a couple, hopefully 2 or 3, but so it's definitely a slow burn. Don't ever give up, it will happen. Oh, this is this is not just for me. This is so I'm grateful that I can make a living playing music. This is like, I'm speaking like industry, for all my friends too, for all of us. It's not a matter of giving up or anything. It's just like the reality, and whether or not things will change somehow, whether the algorithm will, become friendlier. But well, I mean, I'm an example of a slow burn. I've been doing music publicly for 25 years, and it was only in the last 4 years that I've been able to have not sleep on couches. So I have 2 decades of slow burn under me. Maybe it'll take a new social media platform to come up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, cheers. Well, look, if it's any consolation, I did get named Acoustic Guitarist of the Year by Guitar World magazine in 2020. And I do have more listeners than any other original acoustic guitarist in the world. So again, I think it's more like it's a whole industry public perception. There's no instrumental guitar or even probably instrumental music in maybe Hans Zimmer is the closest actually in the pop sphere. So I feel like I've climbed to the top of my niche, acoustic guitar, dude, you know, and so I think the next step is something that no one's ever done, which is exciting, but I think shorter songs also maybe will play a part in that. Yeah, like no acoustic guitarist has broken into the pop sphere ever. And in terms of having listeners and an audience, you know, there's probably there's 5 or 6 of us, you know, at the top of the acoustic guitar pyramid, and, you know, and that's on the back of decades worth of work. So I think maybe shorter songs are the way to go. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see, yeah, like I'm going to shorten my songs to a minute-ish, and just see what, yeah, see what happens. But yeah, like apart from a few viral videos, which I'm grateful to have had too, you know, instrumental guitar is the niche of niche. You know, it's a niche within a niche, and you know, it'll be interesting to see. You know, it would be. I'm not holding my breath, and I won't be unhappy if this doesn't happen. But it would be amazing one day to open up Spotify and see like the global charts, and to have one instrumental acoustic guitar song in there. Like that would be like realistically, I don't think that'll ever happen. But it would be. It's a cool kind of pipe dream. If it does ever happen, would be cool. But yeah, shorter songs, like, because I think songs now are about 2 minutes in length, like a normal song. So an instrumental guitar song can't be 2 minutes. It's got to be shorter than that. So that's why I'm going to go through and like shorten up a few songs, and because then I'll do a best of album with the songs that I know have, you know, done well, like Delicious Monster, Apricot Eyes, and maybe shorten. Well, Delicious Monster is already quite short, but yeah, and then see what happens. So it's yeah, like I don't lose sleep over this, but it's because it's such a big thing. It would be like, you know, what's trying to change the global perception of music. What about Tommy Emmanuel? Yeah, no, well, Tommy Emmanuel, he that's almost a. I don't want to say anything disrespect. I don't mean this in any like disrespectful way, but you know, Tommy's been playing for you know, what, 50, 60 years, and he is doing concerts, but even after 50, 60 years, and in the US, like, you know, really no one knows who he is outside of the guitar world. Like, he's never had a song in the pop, you know, in pop charts. He's got, you know, 180,000 monthly listeners, which is nothing compared with, you know, if I type in anyone, if I go to the hot hits, you know. So, you know, Tommy Emmanuel, he's dedicated his entire life to acoustic guitar, and there's no pop, you know, success there. Certainly, like, he's achieved insanely good things, and he's at the top of the pyramid for the niche. And I mean, that's it. Like, you know, do you judge the world's best golfer by how they can play tennis? It's like, oh well, Roger Federer. You know, if you play golf and you're not Roger Federer, like, does that take anything away from you? No, it's like, so you know, the whole world, you know, everything's a niche. It's just niches now. 3 minutes over 3:05, yeah, and wow, three minutes. A 3-minute song now is considered like quite long. maybe we'll get to the point where if it's not 30 seconds, it'll be 30 seconds will be too long. But yeah, so it's kind of like, and I mean, Tommy, I don't think he would have any regrets about his career. You know, he's achieved amazing things, and yeah, the Polyphia, yeah. Yeah, again though, like, yeah, they've achieved, but I would say it's still in the guitar community with what they've achieved. Oh, thanks, Matthew. I really appreciate that. Oh no, 100%. Like I'm very happy, you know, with where. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm 100%. You know, I'm completely happy with where things are, and certainly with my music. Like, yeah, I love what I do. I'll never change that. But it would be, you know, well, it'd be like a sport, you know, if you played. Actually, I remember seeing, like, table tennis, though. At one point, table tennis was the most viewed sport in the world. It was like one of the Olympics. They had like 3 billion people were watching it, or some stupidly large number. But it's like, if, I don't know, that's where, you know, sports like karate, I think it was, you know, they want to be Olympic sports. They just want that wider acceptance of what they do. You know, no one practices a martial art and thinks, you know, and it takes away from the happiness of them doing it because it's not globally, you know, this Olympic sport. But it's like, it would be, if it happened, it would be cool to see. The musical sound bites, well, I guess that's where everything's headed, and being engineered to, you know, the average attention span now, I think, is 1.6 seconds, or it might be 0.6 seconds, I think. 0.6 seconds is the average attention span. You know, we could dive into, I don't know if it's an intentional misleading of people, but there's certainly something going on. You know, everyone lacks focus. No, not everyone, that's a generalization, but I'm sure it's easier to control people who don't really focus on much. Yeah, like an unfortunate, yeah, that's right, Reese. Like, you used to be able to just scroll. And I'm sure we've all had this, and maybe people won't have this anymore. Like, some of my favorite songs are songs that I didn't like at first, and then it took like a lot of listens, and then it became my favorite song. People just aren't going to do that. If you don't like something now, instantly, it's gone. Yeah, no, cheers, Matthew. Yeah, look, it'll be, so I mean, I've been doing this for, yeah, 25, well, I've been playing for nearly 30 years, and 18, oh, well, yeah, I first, you know, we'll say 20 years. And look, there was a point, 2006, the 3 most viewed videos on YouTube were all instrumental guitar. It was Andy McKee with Drifting. It was Time by incredible guitarist Ewan Dobson, and then there was another one, and I can't remember what that was. So look, it has happened that the most popular videos in the world, the most popular content at one time in the recent history was acoustic instrumental guitar. So it has actually happened. Polyphia reached top 5 in the Billboard charts. No, that's cool. But yeah, like different with a, you know, with a band, because I'd say, you know, look at like Hans Zimmer, instrumental again, Sigur Rós, like largely instrumental. But you know, it's like what Polyphia, 1.6 million monthly listeners, and I mean that's awesome. But then let's type in Lizzo. I pick Lizzo just because she's fresh in my memory. You know, 22 million monthly listeners. So it's like the most popular instrumental music pales in comparison to pop music. So that was kind of more what I'm saying. It's like, and maybe it'll always be like that. Maybe that's just natural. That's just how things work. The most popular restaurant in the world is McDonald's. So, yeah. Anyway, it would be amazing to see instrumental music and acoustic guitar, instrumental acoustic guitar more widely seen in the public sphere. That may never happen. If it doesn't, hey, that's fine. That won't, I won't be sad. But if it happens, that'd be cool. Yeah, Dave, McDonald's, what's true? McDonald's is the most popular restaurant in the world. Hey, cheers, T. Look, Dave, Tommy Emmanuel, I mean, because he's Australian. Well, he's American now, though. But, Tommy is, Tommy stands alone. He's, dedicated his whole life. He's very inspirational. But, yeah, never met him, though. Be cool one day. Hope I get the chance. Anyway, what's 200 minutes? 3 hours and nearly 3.5 hours. So I'm going to leave it there. Massive thank you to everyone who's given so generously today. Saw Tommy and Leo Koch in Nashville. Very cool. I'd love to visit Nashville. Yeah, I really hope that happens. In the near future, I get to spend some time in Nashville. That's where Tommy lives, I think. Hey, thanks. Hey, cheers. No, thanks. Thanks so much, everyone. So I'm going to leave it there. If you haven't checked out the Shred collaboration, do that. Yeah, I'm going to say 99% of people just have ignored my entry, which is fine. I expected that. I thought people are going to hate it or just ignore it. So if you put a comment on there liking it, that'd be cool. But yeah, thanks very much. It's 9 p.m. here, so I don't think I'll get dinner. Otherwise, yeah, eating at this time is not good for you. Although it's European, and they live a long time, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just have another coffee. No, I won't do that. All right. Thank you all. A massive thank you for the generosity. If you're not a member, please, yeah, have a think. That's what, $4 a month, and that's really cool. Big thank you to everyone who is a member. Yeah, Matthew, a big thank you. Maddie as well for the super chat. Big thank you for all the generosity and just for your time. Greatly appreciated, and I will see you all. Yeah, very soon. So I say hit the bell, hit the notifications, and yeah. Stay safe, everyone. Merry Christmas again, and yeah, hope you all have a great rest of the day, evening, morning, wherever you might be, and hope it's going well in Germany. Cheers. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Well, actually, not that cold. I kind of wish there was snow, but no. Berlin it has been amazing. So yeah, thanks. Hey, thanks very much. Alrighty, I'll see you all very soon.